All right, I hit the record button. Oh, hello, everyone. This is Maya Harida. It's a pleasure to talk to the Mom and Daughters Inc. community, and I'm all excited today. I have an interview with a fabulous woman that I met on Twitter, Kawanda Lamb. Kawanda, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, everyone. Yes, I'm driving, and my 13-year-old is holding the phone. Hi, so I'm Wanda Lamb. I'm a blogger, author, and single parenting coach. And basically, what I want to do is change the world one single parent family at a time. I
Wow.
think single moms rock,
Hmm.
and we love our single dads too. Um, but one thing that I find is that there's a little lackluster about life. If we don't have all the tips that we need for parenting or discipline or career advice and even relationships, I'm kind of wanting to hit all of those to make sure we're the whole woman, and so that we can go out, go back to our families, and go out into the world and produce great children.
Wow,
So
that's
yes,
wonderful.
that's me in a nutshell. Inspiration.
That's an incredible vision. Wanda, can you tell us a little bit about what made you decide to start this as a business? Why would you want to kind of take this out there and run this as a business?
Well, I will tell you, for years, people would always tell me, "You're such a great mom. Your boys are so well behaved. How do you handle it all? You're doing such a great job." I'm on my fourth degree. I got all of my degrees, one pregnant, and the other two, with kids. And one, I have my master's in Spanish literature. And my professor would tell me, she's like, "How are you taking three grad classes at one time in a semester? Everybody else is taking one." And all the other people were Hispanic, by the way. And so I was like, "But I don't understand. What do you mean? Why not? Why can't I go full time, work a full time job, raise my boys, and finish school in 2 years? Why can't I do it?" And I realized afterwards that I was crazy. But
That's a good thing.
it's that do it anyway attitude. I've got to do it anyway. If I want my boys to have the best life, if I want to have the best life, I've got to do it when I'm tired. I got to do it when I'm frustrated. I got to do it when I'm scared. I got to do it alone, even though I'd rather have Boaz. I've got to do it.
Hmm.
And so I really, really, really started listening to people who would always ask me for advice. People DM me on Twitter, Instagram. They always want to ask something. I've had people come to my blog and send things through, and I realized that there's a hunger for people to want to do life well,
Hmm.
and especially our single moms. So when I look out and I see someone struggling with their kids, if I'm out, I'll talk to them. I'll give them some tips and encourage them. Me and my boys, we're not perfect, but there's just some things that mama's not gonna have,
Hmm.
right? We're going to go to school and do well. We're going to be some great citizens, and so I want to give those parents who are struggling in those areas some of this attitude or jazziness that I have and some tips, right? And so just to help them thrive, not just survive, but thrive. I think we ought to be living our best life. I think God has given us all purpose. We all have passion about something, and I don't think our passion or our purpose should lie on the wayside while we raise our kids. We can
Wow.
actually do it all and have it all.
That's incredible. That's an
Oh,
incredible
and I'm a
mission.
talker, honey, so.
That's fine. That's fine. This is good. I mean, this is excellent. It's interesting. I think that sense of what your brand stands for and your vision of being able to provide the model for single moms, that yes, you can live a full life. You can live an incredibly full and rich life, and there are ways of how to be able to do it. It sounds like you have a good handle on social media and being able to connect with that market. What are some things that you've done via social media or marketing in general that's allowed you to be able to spread this message?
Well, I use Instagram a good bit now.
Hmm.
Go over to @KatieMa, please, and join me over there. And so I use Instagram as a funnel, and so I'll send it to my Facebook page. I'll make little flyers and little quotes, and I also send it to Twitter. But Twitter's my heaviest following.
Hmm.
I'm like a Twitter fanatic, love Twitter.
Hmm.
And some of the things that I do, I've also hosted Twitter chats. Like I used to do one called Destiny Dating.
Wow.
And that was
Okay.
just because last year there was a season where I saw like a lot of people really posting about how sad they were that they didn't have their Boaz. And I've written on that. People can go to the blog. I write on relationships, and I guest post for people as well. And that helps me kind of build my following. But I write on the fact that even if you do not have Boaz, I would like Boaz. I'm still a single mom. I date and all that. But I haven't found the man that's worthy of me. And that's the thing that I want women to see. You can enjoy your life. It doesn't have to be that there's a mate there. And what mate wants the person who is unhappy? So let's think about that.
Interesting.
And right, we want people who are whole.
Hmm.
And so I do a whole bunch of Twitter. I have a Facebook page. It's by my company's name. It's Dia Enterprises.
Mm-hmm.
And so DIA Enterprises, since I'm a Spanish teacher, Dia means day. And I really want people to seize the day in their life. You know, we don't get to do-overs often.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you wake up every day, God has given you another day, I believe that day shouldn't be wasted. We should be chasing dreams, tackling goals, living life to the fullest, you know, enjoying our kids, enjoying what we do have. And so, yeah, social media, I love it. I'm still learning a whole bunch about it, but just connecting with people. You have to talk to folks. And like I said, I'm a talker, so it probably makes it easier for me.
Sure.
But people are hurting. People need encouragement. They need motivation. They need inspiration. And they need to know that everybody that has made it, they had a struggle as well.
Sure.
And so
I'm catching only half of you now. Can you turn it just there we go, so I can catch a little bit more of you.
Yeah, my phone holder got tired.
It's all good. It's all good. Being the true CEO, just make sure to take over the operations wherever you
Yes.
need.
I've relinquished some of his duties. You can put your seatbelt on now, baby, because I'm sure if the po will be in trouble.
It's all
that
good.
was a joke, please. That was a joke.
That was a joke. We'll figure out a way to edit that one out. So tell me, as you're doing some serious multitasking and now marketing your own business via this video as well, what's one lesson that you've learned about since starting your business that was slightly painful, something that you dealt with that you're like, whoa, I wish other mothers knew about this so that when they're starting their businesses, they don't have to repeat the same mistake I made?
You know what? The biggest lesson for me was figuring out who I'm talking to.
Okay.
Figuring out who I'm talking to, and then I'll add spending time on what matters. So I was all gung-ho about do it anyway. I still am. I love it. It's the mission. I'm wearing my shirt now.
Nice.
And so the first thing I did was I bought shirts and wristbands, and nobody bought them because they didn't understand.
They didn't understand.
Because they didn't understand the message. And so don't go spending money on material things. Spend your money on your content. Spend your money on you must have a website, right? Because that gives us legitimacy, right? You've got to build your social media platform. You've got to have a customer to sell to. And so spending time on what matters. What matters is my book and actually giving people something they can use and my courses and things, but I'm just now working all those things to the end. And I've been doing this a year. And so that's not to discourage anyone, because writing a book is a process, especially when you want it to be perfect, and especially when you want to make sure that what you're giving people is of value. So I'm not saying if your book takes you that long that it's a problem. I am saying, though, that if I wasn't distracted with making T-shirts and wristbands and all the fun stuff, that I could have had it out sooner.
Interesting. Okay. That's important.
I did want to add, if you don't mind, I also work a full-time job. So I'm a Spanish teacher by day. I'm also an administrator, certified administrator. And so balancing your time is what I would add. If they're going to be full-time in their business, they still have to balance their time. You can waste your time away doing 3 hours on social media, and you look up and you're like, I didn't finish my heart. What am I doing? You know?
Definitely.
And so really getting down what you want to do with your time. And I actually now have I blog, right? So at first I would just blog about whatever hit me. And people love that. They like that I, get comments and people connecting with me. But when I started seeing that blogging is a business and it needs to be treated like a business, I now have something I use called co-schedule.
Love it.
And what that means is I can go in and kind of like pre-plan what I want to write about. And so really, really, really getting systems down is what I learned.
Excellent.
And that's you've got to have. I know, I'm talking too much.
No. These are huge nuggets. I mean, all the things that you're sharing are very key.
But I want people to know you have to find yourself a tribe. I have been skyrocketing now that I have gone out to conferences that work with entrepreneurs, and I've met a lot of people that I just absolutely love, and they are giving me their knowledge, their wealth of knowledge for free. And then some, of course, I've paid to go to some of these things, right? And so I would ask that they continue seeking to learn how people who are doing it well do it, and so that they can save them time also. Definitely. So look to see who's out there that's doing what you want to do or something similar to what you want to do, and then try to kind of mimic that, right? So Definitely. If it's working, I fix it.
That was huge. So the time management piece, the co-scheduler, taking your blogging as a business is very serious. And then also investing in yourself, being willing to put some money into what it is that you're doing so that, to your point, you look professional, that people want to engage with you, and that you're continually learning so you know to take your business to the next level. No, those were all huge nuggets. I'm so glad that you shared it. Now, I understand you have something pretty big that you're about to launch this July. Do you want to share it with the audience and let them know and give us your website addresses and any promo info that they should know about?
Yes. We love you. We love you. We love you. So come on over to kwandalam.com. And so there you're going to find all the resources you need to get this single parenting thing done, to rock it out. So I'm launching my first book. It's called Do It Anyway, The Single Mom's Guide to Living Life and Achieving Her Goals. You probably guessed that, right? Mm-hmm. I'm uber excited about taking care of what we are meant to do here. I believe every last one of us has a purpose, right? And I want us to live it out. I want no one to go to heaven full. We should all, pass empty. We gave everything God gave us to give to the world.
Nice.
And so I'm also to help women with that, because I meet a lot of young ladies. I don't have a purpose. I don't have a plan, even people in my family. And I say, yes, we all do. You just got to spend time with yourself, time with God, and then I'll show you kind of what I worked through to figure out what mine was. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to be doing an e-course, which is all about finding your purpose, in July. So these things are coming up. So if they'll go to my website, KAYWANDA, nice and country, lamb.com, they'll find deets all about it, sign up for the newsletter, and I will be doing discounts on the book and special thing, right, for people who sign up.